Hello, Jake here. I wanted to show you how we can create a workflow that allows us to email new to-do tasks and have them automatically populate in our Notion database for task management here. So we have this database set up. We're tracking essentially content production tasks, and we have due dates and a status and a task name for each of these. What I want to be able to do is just send an email and have a new task be created here. For that, I'm going to use Carrot to create the workflow. Let's jump into Carrot. Okay, now here in Carrot to create the workflow, I've just selected the Create Workflow button. I'm going to select Transform for the purpose of our workflow, and I already have Notion selected, so I'm going to continue with that. And then this will think for a second, and then I need to collect my Notion database there, or select it rather. And then I have a prompt pre-made here. Create a workflow that accepts a single text input, parse out the values from that, and create a new to-do in my task database, just the status, description, and due date for now. I'm going to click Create Workflow on that. And this will think for about 10 seconds or so. There we go, workflow created. And now we can just enter the details here and it will create the task. We actually want to be able to email the task though. So let's go down here and we're gonna create a new email trigger. I'm gonna select create. And then this gives us a email at carrotworkflow.com, which we can then send arbitrary emails to, and it'll trigger the workflow. So I'm going to come in to my email here, and I'm going to paste that whole long email and say new task, say please post on IG tomorrow. Let's just do the whole thing, April 5th, 2025. And that should then kick off the workflow and create a brand new task for us. So I'm going to pause the video for a second while this workflow kind of spins up, and then we should be able to see it in progress. All right, and there we have it. It looks like it is now in the pending state, and then it is running. And from here, we should have a new task created in Notion in just a second. All right, there we go. So please post on IG. It did do the very literal description there, and then status and due date. So there you have it. In just a couple minutes here, we are able to create a new workflow, deploy that to have a kind of email that we can send emails to trigger that workflow, and then send an email to it to test it out and create a new task directly in our Notion database. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.